"This camp ain't for beggars," the sergeant barked, yanking the sleeve of her faded shirt in front of the whole platoon. Laughter erupted behind him, loud, cruel, and echoing across the training yard. Her shirt tore at the seam, revealing a glimpse of inked skin. He paused, just for a second, but enough to feel something was off. Private Lena stood still, shoulders squared, eyes locked forward, not flinching even as the rip exposed the coiled black serpent inked down her spine. She didn't blink, but every eye on that field did. Earlier that morning, she had walked into camp wearing second-hand boots, a duffel bag that had seen better days, and a shirt 2 sizes too big. The guys took one look and decided, easy target. "What is this, charity week?" One snorted, another mimicked a limp. Bet she begged her way in. They didn't know her name. They didn't care. In their eyes, she didn't belong. She failed her first push-up test, not because she wasn't strong, but because they counted slow. Her bunk got trashed mysteriously every night. She never complained. Not once. That only made them hate her more. Nobody likes a silent fighter. They want a reaction. But Lena gave them nothing. Until the tattoo. It wasn't supposed to show, but the moment Sergeant Blake ripped her shirt, the yard fell silent. The snake's head rested between her shoulder blades, fangs out, eyes hollow, coiled around its skulls. Names inked in cursive wrapped around the serpent's body like a graveyard wreath. The commander stepped forward. His voice, quiet, unsure, broke the stillness. "Where'd you get that ink?" Lena turned for the first time, breaking protocol. Her voice was calm, too calm. "It's the 47th Recon, Syria. They didn't come back. My brother did. Barely." The sergeant's smirk evaporated. He stepped back, but it was already too late. A few of the recruits had gone pale. One of them, Matt, whispered, "Wait, 47th? My uncle was with that unit." And just like that, the entire narrative crumbled. You see, Lena wasn't just some dropout trying to prove herself. She came from a bloodline of warriors. Her father was KIA in Fallujah. Her mother served 2 tours in Afghanistan, and her brother came home from Syria with half a leg and PTSD that silenced him for a year. Lena signed up not for glory, but to carry names that couldn't anymore. Each skull on her back. A fallen soldier, each name. Inked after she met their families. The tattoo wasn't for decoration, it was a vow. A week before boot camp, she had stood by her brother's wheelchair as he begged her not to enlist. "It'll break you," she replied, "then I'll come back broken, but not silent." Now, the silence on that field was deafening. No one could look her in the eye. The next day, during drills, the same recruits who mocked her began following her lead. She wasn't the fastest, but she never quit. When others fell, she stopped to help. When a fight broke out between 2 guys, she stepped in. Not with force, but with order. She wasn't trying to prove herself anymore. She just was. 2 weeks later, she was voted squad leader. Not by the sergeant. By the same guys who once laughed at her boots. During their final test, one of the grueling night simulations in the woods, Sergeant Blake got lost. Rumor was he tripped a wire and dislocated his knee. Panic rippled through the squad. They radioed, got static. Lena? She didn't hesitate. She retraced the path, solo into the thicket. No flashlight, no backup. She returned an hour later, carrying him. His arm was over her shoulder, blood streaking her uniform. She didn't say a word. Just dropped to her knees and helped patch him up like it was nothing. At graduation, the commander called her name last, but when she stepped forward, the entire platoon clapped before he could speak. Not polite applause. Respect. He leaned in, voice barely audible to the rest. "You changed this camp, Private. Never seen someone do that without yelling once." She looked up, eyes steady. "Sir, I didn't come here to be seen. I came here to remember." When she turned to leave, her tattoo caught the sunlight. The snake shimmered like it was alive. And not a single recruit laughed ever again. Never judge a warrior by the dirt on their boots, or the silence in their stride. Some fight with fists, others fight with memory. But the strongest, they fight with purpose. Before we end this story, let us know in the comments where you're watching from. We'd love to hear. If this story touched you, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know how you feel in the comment.